today's draft, the general managers you would like to be during this draft. Chris, you're up.
Well, it's hard not to like. I guess the first one I'm going to go with is Joe Schoen and the New York Giants. I mean, you got 2 picks there in just prime territory, 5 and 7. You're just guaranteed to get in a draft where there's not a lot of like superstar talent. There is a consensus that there's about 10 or 12 guys that are clearly above the rest or the safest picks and going to be the top 10 guys. And the Giants are assured of just being in the wheelhouse for basically addressing any of the positional needs they deem necessary. Tackle, pass rusher, whatever. They should be sitting in a pretty good spot to get both done or whatever they need to get done at those 2, 5, and 7 picks.
I'll go with Brad Holmes, the Lions GM, because you got number 2 and you got number 32. So you got a lot of focus on what you're going to do right out of the gates. You know there's only going to be one name that's taken off the board before you're up, so you get that taken care of. Sit back and relax a little bit, watch how it all plays out, and then there you are at 32. And who knows what you'll do at 32. Maybe you'll get a trade offer that you really like. Somebody wants to spring back in and get a quarterback, or maybe you're going to take a quarterback. So you're busy, but your work is at both ends of the night, and you kind of get to sit back and watch it play out in between. But you're going to come out of it with it, with maybe just one at the end of the day. Maybe you're going to pick up an extra first-round pick next year by giving up pick number 32 to somebody that wants to come get Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, or Matt Corral. We've seen that before. Lamar Jackson in 2018, Teddy Bridgewater in 2014. Somebody makes that move to get pick number 32 and snatch a quarterback before round 1 ends.
Yeah, I hear you. And then Detroit's got pick 34 to go along with it. So they got some stuff to toy with there if they want to make a move and get up into the early 20s or something like that. I'm with you. I thought about going them one because, hey, again, as it looks right now, they're going to have the pick of the best non-tackle in the draft, and they don't need a tackle. So to them, they're sitting there going, we get the best player in the draft for what they need, and they got to be excited about that nonetheless. All right, the Jets are going to be the next one I go with, Joe Douglas. Yeah, Joe Douglas, I mean, pick 4, you get whoever you want pretty much. Great. Pick 10, yeah, maybe not the guy you want going to be there. I don't know. Maybe he is. There's that. So that's great. Maybe you get the guy you want at 10. Nonetheless, I think you're kind of in the spot to where you might start to get some trade action too about like, oh, wait, this team wants to get up to get this receiver or this guy right now and get it over with, to where you can accumulate more picks and maybe later on in the first round or next year, like you just talked about with Detroit. So I look at them, again, the 2 New York teams, to be in quite the power position with 4 picks in the top 10.
I'd want to be Mickey Loomis, Saints GM, with 16 and 19, especially because if the Steelers don't move, there's an opportunity to get value in giving up the 19th pick to somebody who wants to jump them to take one of the quarterbacks. And even though we're not going to know what the Steelers are going to do until it's time for them to do it, the idea that I could dangle 19 and maybe get a first-round pick back next year or just get other assets now, there's value in that 19th pick because it's right before the team that we're all looking at saying they may be eyeballing Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett pretty seriously, Chris.
Yeah, no question. They are. They're in a spot there where, again, I think we get into it a little bit of the wide receiver conversation. Maybe tackles are running off the board. Oh, no, a team needs to get their tackle. They want to get it. Or the quarterback thing there, to where, there's multiple angles it can go at that spot of the draft. And I'm with you. Mickey Loomis sitting pretty.
All right, the GMs we would most like to be in the 2022 draft. They were the first 2 rounds. Round 3, Chris, you're up.
Well, I'm going to go, I know, Howie Roseman, and they got the picks and the teens and all that, and they're obviously in a good spot. But I'm going to go with Brett Veach at the end of the first round. The fact that they got the 2 first-round picks, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. You got 2 first-round picks, and you've been to 4 AFC championship games in a row and 2 Super Bowls. I mean, they're playing with house money. So that's where I just look at it and go, man, it's awesome. And, they're going to be able to get kind of just like play the round out, let it go. Oh, wait, maybe we need to make a move. They can do that. Or they're just going to get like they're going to get like the leftover, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy's here at the end of the first round. The Chiefs are going to get him. So I would love to be Brett Veach.
Last one for me, and I actually made it my first pick. I'm going to put on my F Them Picks t-shirt. I'm going to go to my draft house. I'm going to hang out, and wait for my Super Bowl ring to show up because I'm Les Snead, and I don't need any of this crap. I already got a pretty good team. This is really house money. I'm hanging out at the draft house. I'm having a good time. I'm finishing off the bottle of 1942 that Matthew Stafford was carrying around at the Super Bowl parade. So the rest of you idiots can work this weekend. I'm taking a break. That's what I would do.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.